What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Verse Crypto channel. We got another awesome live stream. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite altcoins that you probably seen me talk about in the past. The name of that altcoin is PTGC. If you guys been sticking around watching the news, you've probably seen aliens all over the place. Well, I think I might have found the currency that they're going to use here on planet Earth if they actually do exist. But to answer that question, I need to bring one of my good old friends, CoachX, to the stage. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
How you doing, brother? Thank you for having me. And it's been a very crazy last couple of days with a bunch of alien sightings and just like everything going on with the OA to Godwell to just Pump City right now.
Dude, it's crazy. I feel like we're in a glitch in the Matrix. I feel like I'm living the movie, and I think Keanu Reeves is about to jump out my closet. I'm just kidding, but yeah, but hey, dude. I mean, this is awesome times. We got the market exploding. Pulsechain's doing well. The Bitcoin ETF news came out, even though it wasn't really bullish news whatsoever. Turns out someone got what was it, sim hacked or whatnot. So what do you think about all this craziness going on? You excited?
Well, I just honestly I really think that like 2024 is going to be a crazy year, just like in real reality, but also like in the crypto world. But I feel like it's going to be to the upside. I don't know. I'm just a little biased and understand Bitcoin happening and bull markets and cycles and good times ahead.
Absolutely. You know, Seer the Dragon. It's the 8 year ace number money, and we all love money. So that's what we're all about. Now, big guy with PTGC. I know when we first met, you're all about the Atropa and the P-Die. Atropa P-Die OGs, man. It's pretty sick. But PTGC came right around the corner. So since we last talked, man, what's been going on with PTGC?
Uh, it's just like I think the last time we talked was probably November or beginning of December. So basically, we were out for about a month or so. We had that initial pump, all-time highs. We had that, of course, that retracement of about 80 to 90%, a healthy retracement. But at the same time, the lows just got eaten up by individuals that feel like it was PTGC is valuable for just holding it or staking it, or also even providing LP to make the monster in the machine even more and more powerful on each and every single buy and sell from a human or a bot. So it's just like some of the things that we've been working hard on the background as a team, from getting out gear. We have a gears now. It's actually now live right now currently. Also, we have a game. It's exactly like a 50-50 raffle. You can buy, it's only cost 10,000 pulse. So that's like, it's like barely anything. So it's just like, we got that, which burns PTGC, and then also the winning person also gets rewarded those funds. You can compound, sell it off. Also, we have put together a stats page that I think we're going to go through that at the beginning of this, but also just on kind of like on my end, just trying to do what I do best, and just networking, talking to people, and trying to just create a great community, getting streams all correlated, and just doing outbound messaging with the socials and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
man. You're doing a great job. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's good. You're good.
Yeah, man. Hey, you're doing a great job. You're putting the work. I see a lot of your AI memes with PTGC. I see the community growing. I see a lot of accounts. There's a lot of action going on, and seeing the community growth is pretty crazy. Now, speaking of charts and statistics, let's just take a look at this chart real quick. Now, It's pretty crazy because I think last time we spoke, it was sometime in November. So I think it was right before this thing went absolutely freaking nuclear. Then we came down, and what I noticed is we did like a inverse head and shoulders. So went up and then down, came out, did a little Bart Simpson, and now boom, and then see you later out. So to be honest with you, it basically went absolutely nuclear, did a massive retracement, and then basically just turned the corner right here and started going up. Awesome, awesome price dynamics. And it looks like we're about to make a comeback. And right now we're sitting at about, gosh, it was 25%, 26%. So I know you can't get into price speculation, but coach, what do you think happened here, man? We saw massive run up, then a little bit down, and inverse head and shoulders, and looks like we're going back to the firmament. You think the community's growing? You think we getting more excitement, second leg up?
Well, like all of the above, but also it's just like of the animal and the machine that actually with the tokenomics is actually playing out. So like kind of like for example, when we had that massive run up, the Pulse B1 pool was only, I think, so if I look at what I have right now, at a $4.5 million market cap, I think we were probably 200,000 in that pool or 180,000 in that pool. So the pool right now is at $286,000 market cap, which is just a lot bigger. So it's like 50 grand went into actually going into that pool. Also, our burn is just burning more and more of the supply. And a cool statistic is you can actually forecast what that burn amount and how much value that's going to be. I think we're going to show this here in a second. Yeah, exactly right there. So this is actually something that we just put together. And it turned out beautifully. You can actually see the floor rising. You can see what percentage everything is data from the blockchain. You can see on the time day of how much is actually burnt, and then it has the projected burn amount, which is basically 23% of PGGC burnt in 6 months. But like thinking about that's like a prediction number of like everything what's happening right now. So what if there is FOMO, or if the community grows, and like currently right now we're at 2,164 holders. What if we get to 10,000 holders? What's that burn metric going to be there? So there's a lot of things like coming together. And one thing for certain is the DAO, and the DAO funds are going to be used a little bit more strategically than just being kind of like just like what's the word? Just getting dunked on or something like that with sell pressure. We're just going to be very moderate, adding LPs, adding more value to the whole protocol itself. So it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, man. Like, take a look at this price floor, dude. When I saw it, man, it looks like a beach slip, the side of the beach, because I love surfing. And I was like, holy cow, man, this is absolutely crazy. So explain this price floor a little bit more. Does this have to do with the amount of burn tokens in the 369 burn wallet address?
It's actually in all the LP pools. So it's calculating and raising of the floor of the 20 plus liquidity pools that we actually initially have, plus on addition of that burn address of 369. So that's kind of like what is correlating with that floor rising, which is a very cool statistic that a lot of people don't really understand. But looking at it, you can actually visually see what's actually going on, which is 100% really, really cool.
Yeah, and just for people that don't know what we're talking about with the floor rising, if we come over here, actually, let's do a better example of what I want to talk about. So if we come over here to atropa, and you take a look at the price chart, you're probably going to, your first initial thoughts are going to be like, wow, this thing looks absolutely god awful terrible. But if we go into log, and this is something Richard Heart talks about with price dynamics, log makes no sense. From the start of when atropa came up, here, let me do, let's see if I can do full screen. So from the start of when atropa came up, we had an initial rise up, a couple of sell off, and then another run up, and then we've been stabilized here. Right here is where you see a price floor. We're not necessarily returning to this original price. Can it possibly happen? Absolutely, but that means everyone will have to sell at the same exact time. And so what's going on with PTGC here, with this side right here, it's trying to basically do another way to show a graph of what that price floor is. And essentially what it's showing is as more LP gets burnt, it's raising the baseline price of the token. And the goal is to continue to raise the price floor and basically create a great store value token. Coach, do you think that was a great explanation? Did I miss anything?
I think you did a very good job right there. I don't even need to add anything.
Cool. All right. Now let's check out. Now, since we last spoke, you had these multiplier tokens, and there was a huge pitch saying that you own the PTGC staked, you get these tokens. Since then, what's been going on with these multiplier tokens, and have you noticed a considerable difference in the PTGC price appreciation?
Well, with the amplifier tokens, we gave it out to the stakers essentially, and with those the amplifiers, they're just amplifying PTGC. And one way that it actually does is just the amount of liquidity that is paired with both of them is very significant. And essentially, the surrounding aspects of PTGC, there was almost a little bit more than $500,000 actually of burnt liquidity between all the pairs. So essentially, the team and the 808 wallets burnt the liquidity. So looking at what they have benefited for PGC is basically just adding more liquidity. And for the people that are actually holding it, like with liquid and burn, they're getting more rewards of pulse, with kind of like with my burn and liquid, because why would I sell something that brings more and more value to the whole ecosystem? And I'm going to explain another concept to the whole thing as well, regarding Hart's law, but it's a way for me to support the system even more, because we have the Gray's game as well. I don't want to get sidetracked with that, but it's just the the pulse that I receive is just going to getting more and more tickets for the game as well. So, but in regards to the amplifiers, as you can see, in regards to Hart's law, like for example, I'm just gonna say burn for just like the concept of it is like in the last 7 days, it's went up 120%, but it only had 4K in liquidity in that pulse pair. So Hart's law, that is Hart's law at its finest. Let's go to the 808. The 808, the last 7 days had 8K of volume. It went up 88. Let's look at energy. Energy is the one that didn't actually receive an airdrop. That actually is just empowering that V1 pulse pair more and more. But like, let's just give you an example. So the last 24 hours, there was only $388 that of volume in that pulse pair, but it went up 7%. So it's like the same kind of concept. So when Teddy Bear actually made that first run of like a 360% or something like that, roughly, our liquidity pool between Teddy Bear, we have is about like 90K right now, but at that time it was about 70K. So, but with that run, PTGC ran with it because it's so connected and so tied, and the AMA bots are just fixing the prices, and so that went up that 300% or something like that. PTGC that same exact day went up 35, I think about 35 or 40%, or even 20 or maybe 30%. So it's just like once this machine starts operating, and it's not going to be stopped.
Yeah. No, I really like these multiplier tokens because I feel like it's going to really drive volume to PTGC, and the way to keep PTGC going is through volume. And I think it's pretty genius that we have energy, we have 808, we have liquid burn. We also have that community token alien that's doing really, really well. So I think across the board, it's been extremely bullish, and we have seen some awesome price action. Plus here with the energy token, it's been going down, down, down versus PTGC, and then boom, nice big old green candle. So it shows you that the bots are definitely active, and it's something I like to look at when I'm assessing the overall health of PTGC. So definitely really great work there. The rollout of it was phenomenal. So next thing I wanted to ask you about. So we talked about the lottery game just recently. Well, not recently launched, but I think it was like a week or 2 weeks ago. Since the launch of the lottery game, how's it been going? Has it been burning a lot of PTGC? What's your initial assessment about it?
Can you actually pull it up? You can actually, I think you can see everything there.
Okay.
All the information. But
Gotcha.
so like that's kind of like show like the top winners. That's showcasing like the top 3. So essentially that the number 1 was the first time that we actually did it. That is valued at about $6,000. So somebody could have put in 10,000 and you did your first, what is that? 6,000, 60,000%. Possibly. So it's just like, it's a fun way to give back to the community and just bring more buy pressure to the ecosystem. And one of the things that I like, anything that we create, I'm going to try to just emphasize the importance of the whole community being a part of every single thing, like staking to the DAO voting, to the game, and just like, I don't know, shilling and sitting in voice chats and stuff like that, and VCs, and it's kind of cool. Any questions about the game? Or so go up a little bit.
Okay.
So I can let me just answer the question. So currently, the total burn PTGC from the game itself is 622 down. Yeah,
gotcha.
That one. 622 million tokens. So that's how much, and then that's how much we've been giving out to the community. So if you really think about it, it's just like another tool in our disposals to like, if you don't want to like buy from the chart, and maybe one of the times the game gets to a point where it's like you're going to get 100 million PTGC, you know what I mean? So it's like, or anything is possible when it comes to here.
Yeah. No, I like the game. I think it's exciting, very simple to use, and it's great to see total TGC that was burned. So that's about 500 million. So that's probably right around 5K right now. So yeah, that's cool, man. I absolutely love what you guys are doing, building on top of the ecosystem. Now, before I go to my next question, let's check out some. Let's look at some questions. For some reason, my StreamYard thing does not work, so I got pulled up on another screen. So we got Miggy Love. He's like, Yar, Good to see you, man. The Real Transporter, Sub Kris and Coach PTGC is doing good. Anon also recovering. Seems like Pulse is getting noticed more and more. Yeah, shout out to Anon, dude. I love that meme coin. That's my favorite community. They're absolute dogs when it comes to this. Shout out to Goo Guy. Yo, what's up, Chad? It's good to see Goo Guy. Check him out on Twitter. Absolute big degenerate. Smash that like button all the way in. Yes, sir. Mobius, good to see you, my brother. Always good. Coming down. All right, we got a hater. So I want to address this. I love addressing haters. ISO confused. PTGC is never going to take off. It's already hard to get it onto Pulse. Then to buy PTGC, who understands upping the slippage constantly to try. Opposite of user friendly. Give up and shill BFF. Shaking my head. Well, ISO confused. The one thing I will say is if you're doing anything on Pulsechain, you probably understand what slippage is and you know how to use a DEX. So most people who come in actually know how to use this DEX. So I don't understand your question and your FUD. And ultimately, you know, the one thing is people lie, but numbers don't. Check the price chart. It's literally it's 15% away from its all-time high. So, Coach, you want to say anything or you good or?
Oh, to address all that kind of information, I'm actually personally going to be doing onboarding step-by-step tutorial videos about minute to 2 minutes long. It's coming out in the next like week to 2 weeks. And also I'm going to be starting my own channel as well. Kind of like it's doing exactly what you do, having a little fun and maybe like kind of like diverting, bringing on guests just like yourself. But that's already all right. The bug is squashed. Next question.
Hey, you did it professional way than me. Yeah, you did it more professionally. You did it more professionally than me. So shout out to you, dude. So good stuff. Awesome. So moving down. Oh, shout out to Shaka Vibes. Thank you so much for the super chat. If you delve into the mechanics, you'll swiftly realize how early we are. Build your bag, stake them, and let them mine print you non-inflationary rewards daily. That's the game whole principle. Let it work for you. Awesome. Good stuff. Shaka Vibes, you know, if Crypto Perfetta is in the house, then you are at the right spot. Oh, shout out to Crypto Perfetta. I had no idea he's in here. Great guy, big fan, dude. So cool. All right, now let's keep it moving, dude. Now one thing I noticed, some liquidity pools have been depleted, and this is something I learned from Sonny. So when you have a massive buy pressure on one of your tokens, and then the price of one of another token goes up, it can actually deplete a liquidity pool. Now, if I just do a quick screen share real quick, and then come over here to, let's just come over here, and I click PTGC. So the Rat Pulse pools are pretty much good to go. Teddy Bear absolutely smashing on the liquidity side. But when I look at stuff like PTGC, PulseX, PTGC, and I have no idea what this coin is, Rat BTC, tsfi, and DAI, and just going on and on. I've noticed that some of these liquidity pools are depleting. Are you concerned that this approach to being atropa on steroids is going to be a problem going into the future with PTGC?
Are you saying depleting in regards that the amount of PTGC is actually in the pool, or depleting in value?
Depleting in value.
Well, if the valuation of the liquidity pool is going up, how is that depleting in value? And the AMA bots are just interacting with the pool regardless.
Okay,
that's what I would say to that.
Okay, so I think my question is, sometimes when you have one of the tokens go up and then your token goes down, I guess I answered the question correctly. So if you have one token going up and your one other token going down, the amount of that token in that said pool goes down. So for example, the Rat BTC dropped down to like $976. Do you see that some of these smaller pools are depleting, and do you think it will pose a problem for PTGC in the future?
Honestly, I do not see that's going to be a problem, because essentially majority of the buy pressure is going to be coming from Pulse, Teddy Bear. So So basically the V1, the V2, and probably the hex pool and those kind of pools, if there's going to be some kind of human interaction with that. In regards to like maybe like the small, like maybe this, maybe are you referring to like the tokens that are not really moving at all? Like
yeah,
kind of
basically.
like super stake, mega, stuff like that.
Yes, correct.
Well, of course, they might be a weight, but in what regard? The weight of the V1 pool is how many more times greater than, let's just say, $1,000 with down, or
Right.
$1,000 or $5,000 with mega. At the end of the day, it's still just bringing more volume to the PGGC. And the thing that I care about the most is volume.
Right.
I don't care where it comes; it's going to come regardless. So with I understand like what Sunny has, but like Sunny's token, he has 400 different LP pools. You know what I mean? So it's just like the depletion factor is, in my opinion, not there.
Okay.
And especially when it comes to like reflection tokens, or what we have going on right here, receiving to the holders and stakers more PGC, more LPs the better. And another thing that I'm going to bring up is the fact that every single time you like, let's just say, chart or put together PGC, let's just say a random brand new token, okay, or yeah, what's a random meme token, okay, or just it's once you create that thing, it's creating a market maker,
right.
So like the bots, so like right when you put it, the bots are going to try to find the best exit, and this is the best exit going into the pair. So like I'm not too worried at the end of the day, but at the same time, this is what I think about is like, in regards to like a meme token or something that's connected. Let's just say there is $5,000, okay, with that pair, and that is at a $10,000 10K market cap. Let's just say hypothetically has $5,000 worth of. Somebody might potentially look at that, try to revive it, and basically majority of those LP pools are burnt. So it's just like it's going to have value forever. So that's what I would say to that specific question.
Yeah, no, and no, I like your response, and I think the other big thing I want to throw out there, you guys have a really thick LP between Wrap Pulse, so that means when Wrap Pulse starts to pump, it's actually going to pump the entire ecosystem, and so that's what I like is that you have such a thick pairing between PTGC and Wrap Pulse, especially on the V1 side, and this also incentivizes larger whales to get in if they so choose into PTGC. So across the board, I think it's a great indicator of health and overall, and I think it's going to perform extremely well. And regardless of how these other pools function, I think the most important one's going to be that Wrap Pulse and PTGC floor as it continues to rise. And also, making sure that you have something like Teddy Bear or Hex or a couple other tokens to have somewhat of a thick liquidity to drive volume in. So overall, I think the liquidity pools are pretty healthy, except for those little small ones. So cool. Now, let's get into the next thing. So since we last talked, we started to see the setup of a lot of liquidity pools. We started getting momentum gain driven. I saw one set up with Mega and PTGC. I saw a couple other ones. Have we seen any new liquidity pools set up with PTGC and other Pulsechain network ecosystem tokens?
Well, the kind of cool thing about that right now is right as we speak, it's kind of like more of a community effort of actually adding LP, and you do get that 5% like tax when you actually provide LP, but those individuals are have the right mind, have the right consensus. They want to make this monster even bigger and actually give back to the community as well. But our essential overall goal is basically to get that Pulse pool to about 5 billion in that pair. Currently, right now, we're at about 2 billion. And the next couple pools that we're going to be targeting is going to be V1 or V2 Pulse pool, just to create more ARB opportunity right there as well. And then also PulseX. Sorry, I had to think about it for a second. PulseX, and then of course just being connected with Hex itself, because we know it's going to be the Bitcoin. There's been conversation of having starting to do some LPs with Ethereum or ETH from Ethereum. So a lot of things have been talked about, but right now we just been just focused on just growing the community, growing everything going on our with the DAO, and just everybody has, like, we've been having a lot of VCs recently and people chiming in, bringing ideas, and it's been a great, honestly, it's been almost every single time we open the VC, it's 8, 15, 20 people in there just listening, having a good conversation. And those things are going to be coming up real shortly. I'll tell you guys that.
Hey, community development's important, and I do see PTGC growing. I see guys like Crypto Kindness talking about it. I see everyone talking about it, and I see this token being a huge fan favorite on the Pulsechain. And the crazy part about it is that I don't see much pushback when I talk about PTGC. In the beginning, I had 1 or 2 guys that were big A1A fans, but outside of that, not too much pushback, which is pretty cool. So I do agree with you that your community is growing, and that's absolutely awesome that you're seeing other people set up liquidity pools to really build out this network. Now, one thing I need to ask you about. We got news that Richard Heart could be potentially buying some rat pulse with anonymous wallets. Pulsechain might start pre-chain, which is pretty awesome after this crazy, dreadful bear market. When I think of PTGC, I think most people think it's like a meme coin, but I think it's going to be a leverage play on Pulsechain. CoachX, do you think PTGC is a leverage play on Pulsechain?
Well, first off and foremost, I know B-Roos and Ian were saying that it's a meme coin. We're not a meme coin. We just have a great idea, and or what is it? Mascot. You know, the Grays, the founders and the team did a great work building it out, setting up the website, doing everything from start to finish, and just think about this. If Pulse goes to a penny, okay? If Pulse goes to a penny and we have 5 billion Pulse in that pool, how much is that? Liquidity pool. How much, just in pure liquidity, how much is that liquidity pool? Maybe I'll just give you the number.
Yeah.
Let me just give you the number real quick. 5 billion. So that would be that would be $65 million in that pool from just Pulse alone. So that would be 125, almost $145 million in that pool during the bull market when Pulse is that penny. So it's just like the when you really think about it, the numbers that you thought possibly could happen, PTGC is just gonna blow people's minds. And at the end of the day, we honestly don't even need another human to buy it. If Pulse does go to a penny, guess who's coming up with it? Even with no volume. We can just go back earlier. I talked about our amplifiers. They don't have any volume, and they're going up 100, or they're going up 70, 100%.
Right.
So it's just like Hart's law at its finest. You're welcome.
Yeah. So you would say it would be a great leverage play on Pulsechain.
Oh yeah, 100%. If you want to get paid by staking, paid by holding, paid by providing liquidity, paid by the game, and just understand that we're going to the firmament, not to the moon, because we have a different mindset, and we're trying to wake up the masses.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing I tell everybody. I like PTGC in the sense that there is a utility here and it's store value, but it's not really understood because how it's being designed is when volume goes up on Pulsechain, that's when you're going to see a massive price burst on the token based off of the liquidity pools, the burning, the miners, the staking, everything just falls in line. And also the fact that arbitrage bots can eat like crazy. So based on what I've seen, this token, it was at like a 300x in the bear market. Name another token that's done that. You can't really name too many. And so that's why when I think of PTGC, I think it's going to be a leverage play. And I do agree with you. It's a little bit more than a meme coin. And the greatest currency, that's probably one of the most genius names ever. Because I remember growing up, dude, I always have those sketchy guys on the road and they'd be like, dude, there's aliens to call grays and reptilians. Just kidding, YouTube. Don't ban me. But that's the thing. You guys got a really great marketing effort. I absolutely love it, dude. So good stuff. Now, yeah, so I'm getting towards the end my questions right here. Is there anything else did you want to get into about PTGC?
Do we talk about like how I kind of like compare staking to like having a miner yet?
No, we did not.
Yeah, so let's just go through that. Let's not talk about that one thing that I was talking about before stream. Let's just pass that, but let's just talk about just like the strict miner. So it's just, it has the same, it's like, has the same kind of purpose. When I like one of the community members brought this idea, kind of like your stake is your miner. So, and what does that mean? So basically your stake is just printing you more and more PTGC. So it's that, and it has the same kind of like concept of like having real estate. So like, would you want to sell your real estate that is printing you money on a daily basis? And you can every single week or every single day or every single hour, you can go to it and just be like, all right, thank you. All right, thank you. And then why would you ever want to sell that miner? Why would you ever want to sell that house if that house is just going to be going up in value? So like somebody like said, one of the community members said like having 100 million PGC at the start is what they constituted like kind of like the start, like a miner that actually brings you value. And some of the community members are like, I have 10 miners that is just, I'm just like compounding, or I'm adding more to my 808 or burn bag, or I want more hex so I can do more hex ladders, or I want more PDI or something like that. And it's just like the thing at the end of the day, like what we come off as a team is like, we want people to be like financially free, have passive income. But at the same time, like why would you like in regards to like the miner, once you have that value, why, like, it's kind of hard to sell that at the end of the day. So it's kind of the same kind of concept when in regards to like hex, like the people majority, I like what I've seen and what I've done with my hex stakes and stuff like that is essentially acquire the hex from the inflation from staking, and possibly those are the rewards that I actually physically sell, but I never
Right.
sell my principal because I know exactly what hex is going to do at the end of the day. So it's the same kind of concept with PTGC. And at the same time, like as like I'm just gonna say like titanX like has a massive or is going to have massive inflation, you know, and PTGC doesn't reward the miners or stakers with inflation. It is from volume. And it's just, and at the same time as you're receiving that reward, it is burning on every single buy and sell. And it's burning when every single time somebody interacts with the game. It is burning when in all the LP pools that we actually create. So it's just like the concept of like having a miner and like potentially why would you ever want to sell something that's just is just basically is real estate. And it's going to be an exciting factor once the masses, because I think we have like 2,000 or 2,164 holders right now. Currently, we have in regards to how many stay or hold on. Actually, I can find that number real quick.
Right.
We have 532 stakers. So basically that's like 25% roughly, give or take. 25% of people understand the concept, understand the mission. And it's just what's going to happen once there's 10,000 people? What's going to happen once the hexagons and the haters just understand like Hex is not the only thing on Pulsechain, my guy. Hex is not going to bring mass adoption, my guy. PulseX is not going to bring mass adoption. It's going to be people that build, people that want to develop, and people that have a passion for freedom and waking up from the matrix. That's what I feel like Pulsechain is.
Yeah. So no. Sorry. No, you put out some great points. This concept of a miner, traditional miners do have some crazy inflation, especially last bull market, man. I was on Binance Smart Chain, pressed all the buttons, do all the degen plays, and then it was like miner season, and they all collapsed. But I think with what PTGC has is it's a new approach to a miner, and I like the term used, deflationary miner. Now, as for the titanX comparison, I do see some comparisons, but I also see that they both different in their end goal. I do think PTGC is establishing itself as the most liquid token ever on the Pulsechain, and I think with the infrastructure being built up surrounding liquidity pools and the staking mechanics, it's a great passive income tool that will definitely be used in the future. And from that graph that I saw, it's looking at a projection of, what was it, like 26% possibly burn if we keep up this volume right now. That would be absolutely crazy if we can get close to like even 30% of the supply in a burn wallet address. So I think you brought up some really great points. I think the approach to making passive income is really awesome. And it's great to see this project continue to climb and almost hit its all-time high. So, I mean, what was it like to see PTGC go for another test of its all-time high, man?
It's just like, at the end of the day, it's just like all the heart and dedication that everybody part of the team, everybody part of the community, everybody from the top down, it's just a collective effort. And at the same time, like I'm not going to take away from PTGC because like he's been working, he's been buying up the chart, he's that benevolent whale. He's our god whale, you know what I mean? And he's never going to sell. So it's just like I'm really looking forward to 2024. Like you said, it's the 2024 is the number of eight. one of the wallets is the 808. We started our marketing push on the 8th. Do I need to start like saying stuff
Numerology. You try to do some numerology. I love it.
And it's kind of funny. It's like for myself, that was one of the things that I kind of like push towards. Not like everybody on the team like believes in all that kind of. You can call it conspiracy, but it's not conspiracy. That's a whole different stream that we can totally start talking about. But
yeah, I got you.
It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah,
I'll just say this. I'll say this. I got a lot of stuff coming out. A lot of things that I've been trying to just accomplish, and it's going to be exciting times. Just don't see it. You just can't see it.
I'm excited. I mean, y'all. I mean, last time, so I went on a titanX run, and last time I checked, y'all got the game coming out. You're doing a lot of really great stuff, and then I go on the website. Now you got like merch or gear. You got a lot of stuff building out. So
can you actually pull that up real quick? Because it's actually live. Maybe we can like showcase it real quick.
Gray's gear.
Because I know we've been going on almost for an hour.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi is trash.
It's all good.
Can you hear me?
But yeah.
Can you still hear me, man?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. So yeah, it looks like you got coffee cups, you got t-shirts, you got phones, you got I don't even know what that. Well, is that like a thermos? A Pulsechain tumbler. Okay, a tumbler. Yeah. And then you got some bar glasses, man. Man, you guys got all the good stuff. So you can actually go and buy this right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And
so you can buy anything that you want. One of the team members was put. He did a freaking fantastic job. I just want to give him that, and first off and foremost. And I'm just gonna say it right now. If there's any kind of like bugs or problems and stuff like that, our devs are very easy to get a hold of and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it is really exciting what we got going. I have a couple of sweatshirts actually coming my way already, so it's like I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, man, that's cool. I might grab a sweatshirt or a hoodie. That seems pretty cool. Hopefully, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get on that, dude. But yeah, man. So I think we had a great live stream. We talked about a lot of really great stuff. A lot of people tuned in, and you know, it's really awesome to follow the PTGC journey. And actually, the last thing I want to share, we got to show this price chart real quick because
I haven't even seen it. I've been moving all day. Like literally, I've been moving all day. I was on the stream this morning. I've been up since 5. And
yeah, let's take a look at this price chart, man. I mean, geez Louise, like look at that, dude. It's like
how far away are we from all-time?
We're about 25%. Since this thing started running, dude, we're up. Gosh, man, 1.6x. That's crazy, dude. Wow, that's impressive. And then also, this might catch your interest because I saw a really great chat from Shaka Vibes. He said PLS is ripping because of the freaking monster legal team. RH announced monster legal team. So I don't know how true that is, but we can verify by just looking at this price chart right now. Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, awesome.
See ya. I haven't even looked at that. God damn.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, we definitely broke out of that sending triangle.
You want to know something? All right, go back. So go back.
Okay,
so go back to right there. Back to that blue line, a little bit further back. Down.
Right,
down.
right here. Right here.
Yeah. What's the data right there?
The date or the data,
Yeah,
like the price.
the date.
So the
You want to
October
know?
13th.
You want to know when you
October
launched?
13th.
You-
October 28th
No,
or
I
8th.
think it was no. It was like the 12th, or I think it was the 12th.
Okay.
12th or 11th. But
Wow. So
like
you launched at the bottom.
at the bottom, and then guess what? And then it just made that run. And then if you go to that next, so go to the next like low level of Pulse
Yeah.
to the right. No, to the right.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, so that is October 29th. Now go
Yeah.
to look at a PTGC chart. I just want to see if it has any correlations.
So when it started, so
Yeah, October 11th, mastermind number, just saying. So
yes,
where's
sir.
the 28th? Where's the 28th? So right there. So as you can
Right
see,
here.
that's when Pulse started pumping. And then basically
Why not?
so after Pulse started pumping, I know during that duration, Hex did that 260% pump. And basically we
Yeah.
followed suit right there too. So that's a
Yes,
nice chart.
sir.
It's a nice looking
Yeah,
chart. I'll
man.
tell you that.
October 11th, 2023, you launched in a full 11 and partial 11. So that's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, man, nice looking chart. Bullish news all around. RH is coming back, baby. He's fighting. I'm sure we go on Twitter, probably tagged in a lot of stuff, man. So, all right, man. Well, like I said, great live stream. We
Thanks
definitely
for
got to
having
do
me.
it again. Always great to have you, dude. And we got to do a future one. Just do a quick follow-up, man. So is there any last words or anything else you want to say?
I'll see you in the or not even see you in the firmament. We'll be together in the firmament forever.
I got you. Be together in the firmament. Awesome, guys. Like I said, like, subscribe. Please check out the Gray's currency. All the stuff is in the bio, and I'll see you guys in the next one.